Day 3. Mental Lockdown. The alien's question still echoed in my skull like a bell I couldn't unring. Do you truly separate religion from politics because Islam commands it? Or is that just colonialism whispering through your mouth? I'd encountered that line before. In lectures, in essays, in debates over coffee, but never like this. Not as a challenge to my coherence, to my sanity. Then, without sound or signal, another alien appeared. Taller than the last, less hostile, more clinical, like a physician entering a morgue. Do you require anything beyond food and water? He asked, already half bored. I nodded. Permission to pray. He disappeared. Moments later, he returned. In his hands, a plastic bucket of water and a folded prayer mat. I opened the mat and almost laughed aloud. Stamped across the top in bold Arabic, Sonar Facine made in China. Even in the galaxy's farthest cell, global capitalism finds a way. I performed wudu, ablution, with careful clumsiness as best as I could manage. There was no sun here, no moon, no clock, just a metallic stillness that hummed beneath everything like breath in a machine. I prayed anyway, guessed the hour, guessed the direction, guessed my way through silence, trusting Allah to fill in the rest. Mid-rak'ah, I heard it. His voice, inside my mind. Do you plan to pray forever? Or are you ready to see the truth for yourself? I froze. Not just from the telepathy, but the implication. Finished my prayer, turned to him and asked, Truth? What truth? Then the fear hit me like a gut punch. Are we really going back in time? What if we get lost in history? What if I can't recognize the moment we land? I tried to steady my breath, think, anchor myself. When was the prophet, peace be upon him, born? The year of the elephant, 571 CE, sent as a prophet at 40. So revelation began in 610 CE. Okay, that's something. A starting point. But that's when the deeper panic crept in. I didn't really know the Sirah, prophet's life. Not like I should. Not like someone who'd lived it with his heart instead of just reading it with his eyes. I remembered the words of Ali ibn al-Hussein ibn Ali. We used to teach the battles of the prophet as we taught the surahs of the Quran. And here I was, guessing. Guessing at the life that defined mine. Guessing my own revelation like a trivia night answer. If survival here depended on knowledge, was I already dead? Then the alien's voice sliced in again, this time with a smirk I didn't need to see to feel. Done with your calculations? I clenched my jaw. Yes, I'm ready. He raised an eyebrow. Strange. You believe in time travel so easily. Has it ever happened to you before? I blinked. No. He smiled. Slowly. Like someone watching a child fall for a magic trick. Exactly. That's what your kind does best. You believe whatever flatters your hopes or fears. You saw our technology and assumed omnipotence. You believed my words, not because they were proven, but because you wanted to believe. I stayed silent, because he wasn't wrong. And that, he continued, is how they conquered your civilization, not with weapons, with ideas. They didn't have to burn your books. They just rewrote the footnotes. He lifted one hand, and the cell around me flickered, walls melting into moving images. Newspaper headlines, school books, news clips. Phrases etched in bloodless confidence. Secular democracy. Moderate Islam. No politics in religion. You were never imprisoned by chains, he said softly. Only by thoughts they planted in your mind. Thoughts you never chose, but still obey. A long silence, almost tender. Then he asked, nearly whispering, Do you truly believe in time travel? Or did you just believe me because I sounded smarter than you? I swallowed. My mouth was dry. This wasn't just about physics. This wasn't even about prayer. This was a war for control. Not of my body, of my framework. And in this moment, I didn't know whose framework I was using anymore.